Okay, I'm currently exporting at the same time, so this might be a bit glitchy. But I'm just looking. I did a couple of 4K video shots with the DJI Phantom 3 Professional, which can shoot at 30 frames a second in 4K, and certainly the controller that you get with the Pro is so good. It is really, really good, and the app, the DJI Go app that you get with the drones is brilliant. Today I flew in snow. Well, it was 0 degrees Celsius. They say don't fly anything below that, and you had to give it a wee bit of time to warm up the engines or the battery or whatever it was. Before you take off. So it gives you a little warning saying, please wait until battery temperature is at optimal operating, blah, blah, blah. So it's very advanced in what you get. The first one, again, it's 4K. It is. So I shot it in good light today and in low light. Oh, look at the swans. I wish I had that in slow-mo, actually. So here, this is at 42%. I'm looking at this on a 27-inch Mac. It's huge. If I were to go full size, 100%. Yeah, okay, definitely the 100%, even in good light, on a full screen like this, isn't spectacular. Oh, it's beautiful though. So I would say shoot if you're comfortable enough. Like even once you just crop it down to 50%. Oh, it's good. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. But if you are pixel peeping, I think it's limited to 60 megabits a second. No, 60 megabits a second. In terms of footage, and in 4K, even in good light, it is a little, in high detail shots like this tree and stuff, it is a bit blocky. It shouldn't be as blocky as that. It should be crystal clear, and that is us seeing in better quality in the original footage. So yeah, it can be a little bit tough to if you are doing the zoom in shots. I possibly wouldn't, but if you are cropping it down or then squeezing it, oh, beautiful. Once it actually moves, it's great. If you're getting it into a 1080p output, it looks great. I'm liking the lens flare I got in this one. Let's see if I go to 100% here again. Nice circular lens flare going on. Yeah, and it's not distracting. That was pretty much going straight into the sun. That's some smoke. Should have more lens flare. I'm surprised I don't have more. It's a very good lens that's on it. So yeah, the sensor could definitely upgrade. You're getting good detail. So it is. You're seeing artifacts here. It's like funny little bits of green, which isn't high ISO green. It's compression artifacts. That's what I'm seeing in this shot here. So yeah, there's definitely it struggles with the 60 megabits a second limit that it puts on it, but it does. Did I see the blades there? That's the first time I've actually seen the blades, because again, this is a 20mm lens effectively compared to the GoPro, which is something ultra wide. So this is the first time I've seen the actual propellers up in the top there. So that's the first there. And this wasn't a totally calm day. This was a bit windy. I was a bit nervous of this, to the point where I was thinking, is the drone looking a bit odd? Because the drone was a wee bit at the left and the gimbal was good, but I was like, what's going on here? It was just fighting against a wind gently. Let's see this one. So if we go to 100% again, yeah, although it's 4K, it's got a lot of compression. To be able to deliver that. So on nice big square things like that house, that looks great. But on the high detail stuff, like the trees and stuff, it is a better image than the 1080, but it's not the best 4K that you're ever going to see, if that makes any sense. But let's just see how stable. it was. If I play it, look at that. You can see the cars moving along in the background. It's almost like it's on a tripod. And that was in wind. Oh, look at the bird flying. Oh, wait, can we zoom in? Let's go 100%. There's a bird down there. Let's play that. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Actually, yeah, the cropped in shots look great as well. Let's pause that. Let's go back into fit. Oh, there's another seagull. So that's again. So a lot of people say you don't need to worry about birds, but birds, seagulls especially, really find white DJI Phantoms up in the air quite attractive. So always be careful when doing that. So where did that one? That was a bird, seagull right underneath me going on there. And I'm going to export this in 4K onto the flight channel as well. So if you've got a 4K monitor, you can see it in its fully mastered exported file going on here. But there just looks good. It looks properly sharp when you've squeezed it down to 50%. Nice. It's just so smooth because that was a windy day. That was a bit breezy. But if we pause it, like I think it was saying the shutter speed was 100 and it was a 500th of a second. So you shouldn't have anything going on there. But yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad, but it could definitely have more detail. So even in bright sunlight, 4K looks great, but it could be better. And I think it's purely just compression artifacts that you're seeing here in high detail images like these trees. So yeah, very impressed. Although lots of nervous flying. See that? Look at that. That seagull was totally on attack mode there. So you got to be careful when you're anywhere near seagulls. Then I went for another low light Dusk shot. Check out the burnt out car here as well. I did a close up flyby of that. So I was flying over like a disused area of nothing. I don't know what it was. And just flying near some cliffs. Again, so this was in freezing conditions. The road is total ice. And it flew well. It gave us a little warning saying that I'd got to my maximum height altitude that I was allowed to go to. But otherwise, coming up over the hill, beautiful shots. And then a big spin round. The horizon looks like it's a little bit of an angle going on here. If I bring that to... I wonder if there's a way for me to orientate the horizon a wee bit. It seems it's a little bit lower here, a wee bit higher over there. So that needs a little bit of rotation going on. But it looks like it sorted itself on later on going on. There is also color differences. So there it's very blue, and then it's in an auto white balance setting. So there it warms it up later on. Flying next to these cliffs. Let's see if we go to full size, 100%. Yeah, again, it's a high detail shot, so there's lots of things going on in here, and there is a good bit of compression going on there. But otherwise, just so smooth. And I was fighting against a good bit of wind there. There's a bit in the app which can tell you all your stats of how far you've flown, how high you've flown, and the fastest you've flown. So at one point there, I flew at 47.7 kilometers an hour. So that's pretty darn fast. But on the way back, I didn't get that speed because it was fighting against the wind. Let's see. Then I went for a low level shot. This was over this burnt out car. I'll just mute the sound. And so again, 4K here, 100%. Ooh, that's really blurry. So this is obviously, the ISO is definitely bumped up. Shooting at 30 frames a second, it's definitely struggling now. It's still a good shot, it's still a good image, but there's a lot of compression artifacts going on there. And let's just see that as I fly over past it. Yeah, then up and up and up to get the view. Look at that. So yeah, it can work in 0 degrees Celsius. You can launch it from a frozen ground, from a frozen, it's not a car park, I don't know what it was, just a field. And still get some great shots there. So don't be afraid of, just because it's cold. Like, you do have to take more precautions when flying in the cold. Definitely got to let it heat up and warm up and make sure everything's running smoothly before you lift off. But otherwise, Phantom 3 Professional pumps out a nice image. So yeah, I am going to go export that in the full 4K and put that onto my video channel for you guys to go and watch. But yeah, great views. Happy with it, very impressed with it, but definitely think that the 60 megabits a second compression definitely shows its limits. In the next shot, I'm going to look at what the 1080 60 frames a second looks like, and see which one really gives the best image. So there you go. Hope that helps. Cheers. Bye bye.